Hello everyone, this is Jamal Thomas. Welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. So I've actually that is not on me, that is on the computer screen. That is so weird. So I have a camera right here and I'm looking directly at the screen and I can see my image on the screen to make sure everything is going okay. It looked like there was something on the screen. Alright, so Holly Seeliger, Zuan Politikon, will be on the show on Monday. We're nailing down the time, but it's going to be Monday afternoon. That should be good. I want to talk to her about the free speech rally. I find this interesting, actually. So, for those who don't know, Seeliger was supposed to speak at a rally, or was talking about speaking at a rally. She got a fair bit of hate for speaking at the rally. It was going to be a free speech rally. People took the free speech rally to mean right-wing extremist rally. They thought she was going to go and hug a Nazi. That was not the case. That wasn't what she was planning to do by any stretch of the imagination, but that is this kind of idea that they casted around this. The funny part is, I made a video saying, yes, you should go. Yes, you should go if you wanted to go. This rally is free speech. You lived up to some aspect of your values. I see nothing in the world wrong with going. And she asked. This wasn't just me giving my opinion. She made a video asking. Yeah, so she's going to be on Monday. It's part of my interest in this has to do with this thing of what's the word I'm looking for? It's funny, I'm having trouble articulating the word I'm looking for. But what it boils down to is people, oh, that's what it was. People having the difficulty distinguishing between subtlety or distinguishing subtlety. So this free speech rally is making a very specific argument on this idea of free speech. We're going to say that people should have the ability to make their voices felt. We believe this is a big deal because the moment that you don't have that ability, you're no longer in a free society. Or at the very least, certain things can be criminalized, outlawed, and certain thoughts and opinions can be suppressed. I actually agree with her on it. I think that's a perfect point. I don't necessarily like my reality dictated to me by some external source. You know, it's like, call this person leader because we want you to call this person leader. Here are these laws that you need to follow, even if those laws are completely unjust. People should be able to speak out about the things that are affecting them and the things that are going on around them. So yes, I think free speech is important. When George Bush was doing that war effort and they corralled people off into these little pens that nobody could see, they were his own little bitch corner, but nobody could see it. Nobody could see that they were protesting. That's kind of the point of protest. We want people to see. We want people to put eyes on a target. Now, there's a lot that I disagree with people on when they're speaking. There's a shitload. Doesn't mean they shouldn't be able to speak it. It's an aspect of your society. It's like you're trying to suppress something that's an aspect of you. That energy is going to go somewhere. I don't think suppressing it is the answer. I think these issues, oftentimes, what people are talking about, understand what people are talking about is their reality. When people are listening to NWA, music band, rap group, you know, there was this big issue of, hey, we don't like what these guys are saying. These guys are saying some really violent stuff, and they're cursing in every other word. Somebody needs to stop them from saying that. Is that what they were saying an aspect of the reality that they lived? You'd be insane to say it wasn't. If they grew up in this kind of hood of sorts with guns and all this other stuff, guns and drugs, what do you want them to talk about? What do you want them to talk about? That was an aspect of their society. They internalized that aspect of their society. When they talk, they espouse that aspect of that society. Give them 50 years, they're not going to speak that way. They're going to speak in a completely different way because they're going to have a completely different lifestyle because they have millions and millions of dollars. They don't live that life anymore. But what they were saying at the time was, this is who we are. This is what we've experienced. They're not putting in those terms. They're putting in more violent terms. But it is their life. It is their speech. It's the meta-narrative on the things that they're saying. I'm just making this point. when you're having these people giving these hateful speeches, they're not giving these hateful speeches for the sake of giving a hateful speech. It's what they believe. It's what they've experienced. It's what they've internalized. It's some aspect of the wider society. It's us. The problem is us. Let's stop pretending as if we shut these people up and shut these people down, that these people will go away. And mind you, it wasn't a right-wing rally that she was going to. It was a free speech rally. The point of it was this kind of free speech thing. I'm going to put her link at the bottom, her discussing it. I'm going on a slight tangent on this. I guess my feeling is we're creating these things. And then pursuant to the creation of these things, we're aghast at the things that we're creating. And we look at our society and we keep on trucking with this particular society, going with this weird model of if we just shut them up, they'll go away. You honestly believe that? What if you just shut up and it went away? It would be expressed somehow. It would be expressed. Deal with the issues of your society and those things are lessened, or at the very least they go away. That's all I'm saying. Trying to shut down a rally for free speech. Now, again, like I said, it wasn't these right-wing hateful groups that were supposed to be there. But that's the way it was cast. That's the way it was portrayed. And because we have so many blow-ups across the nation, that was the way they cast it. It's a failed strategy to try to shut people up. That's all. That's all. That being said, Holly Seeliger will be on the show on Monday. I'll put the time in the heading of this video once she gives it to me. Thanks, guys.